Wednesday, 4th of May. I have a pimple. It is supposed to be really hot today, 80 to 85 degrees. I forgot to schedule myself on Doordash this morning, for the lunch shift. I did schedule myself for the dinner shift. I'm not sure what happened here, but I forgot. So I stayed logged in, $7.25 for 5.6 miles. Yeah, I don't think so. So I logged in on UberEats and I waited on the Doordash screen because I was 95% sure that it was about to be busy. It's gonna be busy at some point. You just gotta snatch it when it becomes red. Sometimes it doesn't stay red for a long time, so you just gotta be quick. And I was about to leave around 11:25, 11:30-ish, and suddenly it became busy, red. So I tapped it, and usually they give you like really small time span, like 1 hour, 2 hours, because it's not really busy. But I could go until 2:30, so I just scheduled myself until 2:30. $6.75. Hell no. Right now, it is dead. Very slow, immensely slow. Wednesday. Are Wednesdays your worst days? Because I feel like between Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday, sometimes all of those 3 days are like kind of meh. So I don't know. I try to not put myself in that mentality of, well, today is a shitty day, so it's gonna be hard. I just try to take each day as it comes, because sometimes Fridays are crap as well. Like, I try to go every day with the mentality of today's gonna be a good day, and why not? It's a beautiful day. I'm pretty sure tonight people will be ordering food and ice cream because it's gonna be extremely hot. I'm trying to begin with a good order every time. I told you I'm trying to get the best order there is to begin my day. I received a message today, like a text message from an unknown number, and it was like, we have detected a weird, wow, $10 for 9 miles. Yeah, sure, buddy. I'm pretty sure this guy didn't tip shit, because $10 for 9 miles, 90% of this is base pay. I can guarantee you. This guy must have tipped like $2 or $3 for 9 miles. And they were like, we have detected a weird activity on your debit card, on your Chase debit card. And then I checked the number and I was like, it's a normal number. I don't have a Chase debit card. So, you guys, the scammers, come on, you can do better. I can smell the scam 1,000 feet away. Oh, this is the same car as me. Anyway, well, hopefully, oh, look, your dash has been paused. Sure, like every single day. They are bullies at Doordash. Oh, you don't want to take my crappy offer? I'm gonna pause you. And you don't want to take my crappy offers? I'm gonna change the color of the button. So instead of saying resume dash, it's gonna be the button and dash. And you're gonna make a mistake, and you're gonna click on the wrong one. Okay.
That's vicious.
In other news, I received an email, $13 for 8 miles. I would have done it if it was 4. So I received an email from Doordash this morning, because apparently now when you do shop and pay, they send you an email to tell you if you're doing great or not. So it says, learn about your shop and deliver orders. Congratulations. By finding every item on your customer's orders, you have a fill rate of 100%. So the last shop and pay, because I don't do that many, is the pasta one, the pasta and the Pepsi cans. During the weekend, Friday or Saturday, I don't remember, it was a very easy shop and everything was in stock. So shop and deliver is your opportunity to earn higher pay. For all of the shop and deliver that I've seen, and that's not true. Your stats at a glance. Orders 1, Fill rate 100%. Customer contact rate, no orders requiring contact. Picking speed, 111 seconds per item, pretty good. Average rating, no rated deliveries. Missing and incorrect, 0%. Make the most of every dash. Click on the badges below to complete. I'm gonna do this when I will be on my computer. I don't know what that is. I need to get gas, so if you're not aware of it, you can use Get Upside, or now they are called Upside, I guess, to earn cash back, and also on groceries. So if you have a Gelson's in your area, they do offer cash back on that. I tried yesterday, and on a $15 receipt, I received $2.3 back, so which is pretty good. It's 16% cash back in my area. For gas, so I have like a 76 gas in here, so it's 60 cents per gallon cash back, and I do have an extra 35 cents per gallon off on my 2 next purchases because I'm new, which is pretty good actually. Like the last time I got gas was last Tuesday, I think. I need to check the receipt at home, and I got $76 of gas, and I got $6 back, I think. I got $5.13. Just accepted a $13.75, I think, order for 4.5 miles, I think. 6 items with alcohol. I know where this restaurant is. I'm not sure there will be parking around it. We'll see. It's 6 items. There is a margarita in there, so I will have to verify his ID. No big deal. I've done this before countless times. It's just 1 margarita. The rest is food. So it should not be that complicated. It is a house, so no worries about this. I mean, I have delivered alcohol to apartments before, you know, it just takes more time because you have to go to the actual door, so whatever. I have no stop, sir. You gotta be prepared in LA because they don't know what the hell they're doing. Especially when the big pickup trucks, they're ready to drive you over. They don't care. I have a Mini. They actually don't care. They're like, oh look, a Mini. I had a problem once at my previous job, and it was like a very gigantic parking, and it was like spaces where you have like 3 spaces, one in the middle, 2 one at the back, one at the front. I always parked at the same spot, and there was this huge pickup truck that parked at some point in the middle space, and there was no other space for me, and I think I was late, or it was literally no other space I could park in. So I parked in the space in front of him, and when I came back at the end of the day, there was a note on my car, and he was like, next time you block my car, I will crush your little Mini. And I was like, oh dude, I'm not taking any of your shit, because this is a workspace, you know. I took the notes, I gave it to my manager, and I was like, I want you to go to the office in charge of that parking lot, which was the same office that was in charge of the building where we were working. And I was like, I have taken a picture of his license plates and his car, and I want you to go there and complain, because this is unacceptable. Like, I will not be bullied by a dude who did not know how to park, you know. So she did. They were like, well, since he didn't do anything to the car, we can't do anything, but we know who it is, so we'll keep an eye on him. And I was like, that's amazing. Like, thank you for nothing. And I think 1 or 2 weeks later, I arrived in the parking lot, and the guy was there. He was next to his car. He looked at my car, he saw me, and he left. And I was like, what do you want? What are you gonna do? You're gonna come here and you're gonna punch me? I don't care, I'll sue you. Completely stupid. Like, all of this because the guy was mad that a Mini was blocking the way. Tells you everything you need to know about those guys. Like, really, that's how you treat people? Like, I'm pretty sure he saw I was a girl and then he felt bad. What if I was a dude? Like, it's just, don't do this. Don't talk to people like shit like this. You don't own this parking lot. Please and thank you. Food was picked up, ready to go. They were waiting for me, so that's great. Let me take a picture of those cute little drinks. So cute. Well, don't mind my sweater, but so there were 2 margaritas, which are secured in a cup holder and a cute little glass, I'd say. Oh Lord, why is it so complicated to put something in a bag? And then when I was coming back from the restaurant, there was this lady. Okay, you don't want me to put it in the bag. Got it. Seriously, like, oh, this is something that irritates me. Like, hey. I'll go on the other side. So complicated. And on my way back, there was a lady like smoking on the pavement with her dog, and she was like, "Oh, I'm still in your way." I was like, 10 minutes. Pretty okay with me. Hand it to me, obviously. Food is in the bag, finally. I think I'm gonna put the drinks in my carrier, in my cooler, so they stay cold. Okay, because they're not that cold in the first place. All right, let's go. It was dropped off. It was an easy drop off. So basically, his house was the corner house of the street. And I parked a little bit further. I don't like to park right in front of the customer's house for several reasons. The first one is because I don't like them to know what car I have. Another reason is that if it's a leave at the door, I like to give them that privacy of getting their food as soon as it's dropped off. You know, I feel awkward when the delivery driver is still in their car, especially when you do stuff like you confirm, you take the screenshot, you put the GPS on, you don't leave right away. To me, it's just like basic decency, in my opinion, when it's a house, to not park right in front of it so they have the freedom to grab their food, you know. And I walked, and as soon as I was arriving in front of the gate, I guess his wife walked in. She was like, "Oh, I can help you with that." And I was like, "I just need to verify the ID because there are like the trains." And she was like, "Oh, I don't have it, let me get it for you." And obviously she got her ID, and now, like I said the other day, now what they're doing is that if the customer has entered his own ID in the app, I guess, now you have to verify their ID, which is super inconvenient because it could have been done like in 2 seconds, because she literally handed me the ID. She knows that we have to scan the ID. So she handed me the ID like at the back so I could scan it, and then I was like, "Oh, I need to verify the guy's ID because he was the one who put the order." And she was like, "Oh, okay." And I was like, "I don't know why they're doing this way. It could have been done in literally 2 seconds." Like, Doordash is really making our lives harder sometimes. Anyways, he came out, I checked. I didn't even have to scan. Like, I prefer scanning, to be honest. Like, I know it's no big deal, but I prefer scanning. So I'm sure that if there is a problem, I can say, well, I scanned the ID and it came out as okay on the app. You know, it was my safety net, because I used to do a lot of alcohol deliveries, and when you do those, you want to scan the ID. And in my head, I was always like, if something happens, if anything happens, if the person says they did not receive their alcohol even, I can say, well, I scanned their ID. Like, somebody had their ID scanned at the place. So now I can't even do it because you don't have to scan anything. You just have to check that it's the same ID. Okay. Doesn't make sense to me, but fine. So they got their food. They were super nice house in a very quiet neighborhood, so easy parking. And the order ended up being $14.50. Pretty good for me, if you ask me. Late start, $7 for 7 miles. No. I'm going back to my hotspot, and hopefully we can get another 1 or 2 orders. $6.25. It's 12:46 right now, so I am hoping to get a few more before my shift is over. I was on my phone looking at Instagram waiting for orders, and a car just parks next to me. There's a, the parking lot is not empty at the time, so I was like, I don't care, And then I hear Uber going off. I look at my left, and literally next to me, a driver.
What are the odds?
Update on the temperature. It's gonna be 92 today, and nothing has been happening for like a good 40 minutes right now. I went to get gas. I literally had 1 order on Doordash come in. I think I will not wait until 2:30 today. It's just useless at this point. I picked up this $8, I think it's $8 order from the burger place over there. It's been an immensely slow Wednesday today, and in there they are swamped. I don't know what's up with Wednesdays, but it's shit on DoorDash and Uber Eats, but in the restaurants they are on fire. So I waited like 10 minutes to get the order. I needed to use the restroom anyway, so whatever. Confirm pickup. It's somebody who placed an order through the website. I did Google Map the place before going because I wasn't sure if it was a house or an apartment, and it is a house. She is 8 minutes away. Oh, and also I have figured out the $50 that I could not explain yesterday. You remember when I said, why do I have $116? I was like, what the hell? So that 50, I think it's 50. Come on. Come on. Seriously. Like a crow. Literally just landed in the middle of the street. Just when I was going. And then he wouldn't move. Those birds. I think it was $55 or something. It is the adjustment from last week. So in California, like I told you before, we get adjustments every week. I'm just used to get the adjustment for the same week. Like, for example, the adjustment for last week would be sent the same time as the last week pay. I guess Uber Eats does it like 1 week after, so the adjustment from last week will be paid next week with this week. So that's why I was confused. I was like, why am I getting this adjustment right here, right now? So I guess this is how it is. I don't mind, I don't care. So that's that $55 was for. That was delivered. Again, rich people not tipping. Well, nothing new. On a 7-item order, $3.25 for Subway. I really don't think so. I maybe thought it would go up because it was an actual order with 7 items of food in a super nice house in a good neighborhood. Obviously, again, I took it because it was close and I like this restaurant, and it's super slow. If it wasn't slow, I would not have taken it, but it is immensely slow. What the f are you doing? Just go! LA. The people just cutting in front of you when you're trying to turn left, and the people are trying to cut through the other side and they're just blocking where you can turn. So it's like, yeah, you're trying not to block, but I'm trying to freaking turn. The amount of people who actually don't know how to drive, and I'm not saying this because I'm petty or whatever, they actually don't know how to drive. It's a fact, it's a statement. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know they can use their signal. They don't know that they can turn right. They don't know that they have to drive. Anyway, that's why you gotta keep your cool when you're driving. Otherwise, you'll be just mad all the time. Picked up this $8.25 order for 1 point something miles. One item. 14 minutes wait at the restaurant, same burger place than before. Order was not ready. Leave at my door, 6 minutes away. That order has been delivered. So it was a leave at my door, but the dog announced me pretty loud. So she came out the door. I took a picture of the house. Like, if I don't have the time to take a picture of the food, and I don't have the time to say, hey, let me take a picture. I think she was eating, and I think she ordered for somebody else. She literally opened the door really quick, and she did this, you know, she reached out with her hand, and I was like, I didn't feel like it was polite to tell her, so I took a picture with timestamp with the Panda Express, I don't think so, with the timestamp with the address of the door, and that's it. She tipped pretty well. It was for one single item. It was a lounge burger and fries, which is like $10. So her order, I didn't check on the receipt, but it was probably maybe $15, and she tipped $4.50. So she tipped more than the guy who had 7 items. You know, like, it's just like at this point it's just a shame for him.
For 2 kilometers.
And because, wow, this scooter is going really fast. It's a bike. He was going really fast, and he is wearing a t-shirt and a short. Like, that's what I mean when people don't know how to drive. You're not supposed to be wearing this when you're on a motorbike at all. And his helmet is like horse helmet, kinda. I don't like motorbikes. They are insanely dangerous. 2 of my friends died when they were 16 from bike accidents, so you will not see me on the bike anytime soon, especially in LA. It's the drivers here, they will kill you. They don't care. I checked the badges thing that was on the email that was sent to me for the shop and deliver. So I click on them. So the first one was like for food and safety, whatever, and it was basically explaining the steps that you have to take. $3.80, damn, no respect here. The steps that you need to take for a good shop and deliver. So like, don't take mold items, don't break the eggs and stuff. I was like, okay, I think I'm okay with this. And the second one, it was, do you want to be prioritized for shop and deliver orders? And I thought, well, why not? You know, I mean, maybe there are good shop and deliver orders out there that I'm not getting because someone else gets them. I didn't know you could get prioritized like catering orders, I guess. And I checked, and they were like, oh, to be prioritized for shop and deliver orders, you need to keep an acceptance rate of 50%. And I thought, oh, that's why I don't see that many, because my acceptance rate is 2%. So mystery solved. I don't necessarily like to shop for people unless it's an extremely easy shop, like the 2 that I've done, 2 or 3. I don't like them. I don't like shopping for people. I don't like waiting in line. I go to the self-checkout anyway every time, except the one for pavilions where, I mean, it's alcohol, so you can't. I'm aware of that, and it was 10 p.m., so there was nobody. $3.98. Sure, buddy. Alcohol order with no tip. Sure, buddy. Damn, this Wednesday is, I'm not sure what's happening today, but it's really not good. But yeah, maybe that's why I'm not getting a lot of shop and deliver, because my acceptance rate is just too low, and I'm getting the remaining of
300 meters, turn left.
I'm getting like the ones that people don't want to do, even though the $21 for 6 bottles of wine, $6, $7 one item. It's not gonna go up. Too low. For 5 miles, it's too low. The ones that I get are usually really low or really high. So the really high ones I do, the really low ones I don't. It's not that complicated. I just accepted an $18 order for 7.6 miles, taking me outside of my zone, taking me west. You know what? It's too slow right now. A $13 stack for 8 miles on Uber Eats. Wow. And do you guys remember when I was like, oh, that's weird because this guy has put the address to deliver in the store? That's this dude. And guess what? This guy actually he's the one living 7 miles away. So I was completely right to drop this order last time, because I would have been screwed, because the base pay was super low because he put the delivery address there. So anyway, it's two different stores. One is over there and one is inside the supermarket. One is frozen yogurt, one is juice. Easy peasy. Let's go. Both order picked up. Confirm. Pick up. It was ready at both places. The guy is at the frozen yogurt now. I'm pretty sure they know my face. Was looking at me weird. I was like, yeah, I have a spot on my face. I know. All right, let's go deliver this one. 8 minutes. First drop off done. Leave at my door. Really nice house. One drink. He tipped $4 for the drink. Can't complain. Cannot complain. Very good tip for one order. Now delivering to the second person. He is 13 minutes away, but it's 99% is freeway, so can't complain either. Second order has been delivered. I don't come here very often. It's been a hot minute since I've been in this neighborhood. Very rich neighborhood. Easy drive, freeway. Let's go back to the hotspot. 12 minutes. And total was $18 on those two, 9 and 9. It's been super slow. Picked up this $9 order. I don't remember how many miles. 3. It's going into the hills. Leave at my door. Food was being bagged. I'm not sure about the girl that works at the front. Like, every time I go there and she's working, she looks at me super awkwardly, and I'm always like, yeah, is there something wrong? I don't know, maybe it's how she behaves, like how she is. Maybe she's super shy. I don't know. Okay, 10 minutes. That has been delivered. $9 as expected, only one item. It was a leave at my door, but when I arrived, it was literally just a garage door. That's all that was. And on the left, there was kind of like metallic, cheap gate. And I was wondering if maybe that was the door, but then there was nothing. There was like a garden, and it was very steep, and it was going down, and I couldn't see the house from up there. And then on the right, there was another door, which I guess was the door to the garage. I was so confused. This is the biggest house I've ever seen in my life. Not sure. I think it's on sale. Not sure who lives here. And I was so confused. I was wondering, do I go downstairs? Because the gate was open. And there was a light. But then, in my head, I was like, what if you go in there and it's somebody else's house? And it's 9 p.m. It's dark outside, and you don't necessarily want to trespass in somebody else's house, especially rich people. And I opened the gate. I went down maybe 1 or 2 steps, and then I was about to go back up and call her. I was about to say, hey, do I go downstairs? I don't have a problem going, but I just want to make sure it's the correct house. And then I hear, hi, and she met me halfway. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, but I wasn't sure that was the correct place. So I just, hesitated for a second. I didn't. She was like, oh, no, I'm so sorry. I was like, it's fine, it's just... Maybe put it in your notes later. But anyways, she was super nice. $9 for one item. She tipped pretty well. $4, I think. It took me in the hills. Not too far, to be honest. I don't mind. It's late at night. I will go, and it's been so slow. So slow. Honestly. I'm just glad that it was not a shitty offer. I think I'm just gonna go home at this point. It's 9 p.m. All of the orders I've had so far sucks. They all suck. Like $11.25 for 7.7 miles. That sucks. And I think I'm just gonna take, it's not a day off, but I'm not gonna wait until 9:30. Just gonna enjoy my evening at home, and I'm gonna eat dinner earlier than expected.